This one I can
Keep and bottom.
All right, Sam has kept. Sam has put a card on the bottom. I believe Sam is on the play.
I'm gonna mull.
Grief pitch Bowmasters.
Grief pitching Orcish Bowmasters. And let's see what Roland's working with here. Flooded Strand, Prismatic Vista, Lauren or Loran of the Third Path, Wasteland, Recruiter of the Guard, and Stoneforge.
Most of my stuff.
Maybe going to take Stoneforge here. And then if we scan, we'll likely take Recruiter. Lauren is not a card that I don't think Sam is worried about.
We'll take skin.
Who's gone?
All right, Stoneforge down. Is Sam done with the turn? All right, passing the turn to Roland.
Only the Valley of Borgoth.
Audrey is here in the chat. Gift leader number 2. Our monthly gift sub leader as well.
Pass.
All right, the Flooded Strand drops for Roland. Pass the turn. So at this point in the game, we know what Roland's up to, and so does Sam. But I don't know at this point in the game if Roland knows what Sam is up to. So let's see how turn 2 plays out. All right, that is a Watery Grave.
Okay, yeah. You're doing the thing.
Which Watery Grave is that? What is that? What set is that from? Does anybody know? Is that Unfinity? Or something? All right, here's a Brainstorm. Saw a Force of Will and a Daze in that pull. Oh, that's Ravnica Remastered? Okay. All right, there's another one. Another Watery Grave. All right, and here's Stalactite Stalker. Feels like we haven't seen this card in a little while. But for the past couple of months, we've seen Stalactite Stalker on 90s MTG quite a bit. And Backstreet's back, everybody. Shadowy Backstreet fetched up, and Roland will Surveil. We've had a lot of discussion on recent live streams about the Backstreet Boys, Shadowy Backstreet, and everything going on with that. Canoptic Scarab Swarm in the trash. No respect. Warhammer. Prismatic Vista fetched here. Roland finds the basic planes. What do we got? Stoneforge getting dazed, returning a Watery Grave. It looked like Sam thought about that daze for 0 seconds. That Stoneforge was immediately dazed. Attack it for 2 with the Stalactite Stalker.
You can go. Draw.
Got a daze, no Stoneforge, folks. Got a daze, Stoneforge.
Each swarm. What's the casting cost on this?
All right, Mother of Runes. That could be pretty annoying. It's going to resolve. And here's Bowmaster, so that should deal with it.
Yeah.
Keith Master Flex is here. Looks like Chris had the Grand Marshal Judge to sort out the internet company. Glad to be watching some Legacy today. Yeah, we've had so many internet problems, you wouldn't believe it, folks. If you're watching this later on YouTube, the amount of blood, sweat, and tears that went into bringing you this gameplay is, I don't know, something that I deserve a lot of respect for, honestly. And admiration and thankfulness. I'm just playing. All right, another shadowy Backstreet. Backstreet's back, folks.
I don't.
We still don't know what Roland's favorite Backstreet Boys song is. Maybe we'll have to find that out somehow. Maybe I'll ask. We'll see. I don't know. I get nervous about stuff like that. Like I don't want to ask Roland that. Roland, I was wondering, and then I get all nervous. And I just don't ask. All right, Recruiter of the Guard. We knew that was in hand. It looks like it's going to resolve. Roland searching. What are we looking for?
No, I can't take it back.
Stalactite Stalker, a 1/1 Orc Army, and a Bowmaster on Sam's side. Go.
That's you. Losing hand? No, 3.
Shining Star is the song. Backstreet Boys could have written it about Foil Bug. That's true. Roland the Foil Bug, looking for a theme song. That might be where things are going. Crinky not impressed with the Bowmaster play patterns. Not impressed at all.
Yep.
All right, Mother of Runes selected, and it's cast immediately. And it resolves. No days that time.
Zero threat, that's all. 3
That creature makes it then you exile top card.
Could be. Slash and black or Bowmaster, why not?
Do you mind if I get the Oracle text for
Yeah, sure.
Scarab?
So,
Now base now.
Scarab Swarm is basically when it ETBs, it is a flying 1/1 insect artifact. When it ETBs, it can remove target, exile target player's graveyard, and for each artifact or land removed from that graveyard, I have created a 1/1 insect token.
For each. Sorry, for
Artifact or land.
Artifact one. Okay. Thank you.
They do have flying, which is worth pointing out. Roland's cards are in Japanese, so Sam was asking what the Oracle text on Canaptic Scarab Swarm. I'll just get that up on the screen for everybody. There it is.
Sure. Alright, I'll take a 4.
Everybody knows what the Feeder Mandible's ability is, right? At this point? Come on, people. Wake up.
Sure. No worries. Yep.
Everybody at this point should have that text memorized.
Wasteland.
Yeah, exactly. It's been evergreen for so long, the Feeder Mandible's ability. Alright, looks like we're looking up Oracle text anyway. Not sure for what. Is that magic cards? Oh, okay. What was that weird lollipop looking thing?
Okay. Animate the Scarab.
Alright, reanimating Scarab Swarm. This is pretty cool, actually.
TB.
I'll target you.
Okay, so you're removing 1, 2, 3. Yep. So
Alright, Scarab Swarm enters under Sam's control, exiles Roland's graveyard, and if I heard correctly, there will be 3 1/1 flying insect tokens. Let's see if Roland has the correct. Oh, God. What is that? Oh, dear God. Roland's in the chat.
If you need
Have one of those like rock poster
All right, Roland scoops it up. Canoptic Scarab Swarm on the wrong side of the battlefield. Too much for Roland to handle. Game 1 goes to Sam.
very cool.
Yeah, Roland, we were just talking about you. What's your favorite Backstreet Boys song by any chance? Can you tell us?
Okay.
Just wondering.
I literally do nothing all day.
The actuaries did all the math like this can't be right.
All right, Caracas, Mother of Runes. Roland's favorite Backstreet Boys song is Everybody. Wow. Fatal push on the Mother of Runes immediately.
Good luck.
Does anybody think that's not the best Backstreet Boys song? Is everybody... Does anybody contest Roland's choice? Reanimating the troll and Fair Macabre in response. Looks like we're going to exile the whole graveyard.
Do I want to? The reanimation spell, that mom would be annoying. Okay, so I'm going to take out.
No, binding a guild pack.
Sure.
Finding a guild pack? Yeah. It's alright.
Don't do me dirty. So they used to be.
Yeah, this is what happens when Harry is late. Harry's completely lost what's going on. Come on, Harry.
There were 3 oblivion.
All right, Roland fetching here. Let's see if he finds the Backstreet. There it is. Backstreet's back again. Shadowy Backstreet, folks.
See the world burn.
Favorite card is a 3/1? Just asking.
I did
So
it
what's
one
it?
team,
It's a
just
3/1?
It's a 2/2 flyer.
And it just went. Oh, there has to be only one.
Sam said, is Fair Macabre a 3/1 or a 2/2? Just asking. And it's possible Sam has another reanimate. It's possible.
Swamps are really hard.
I put it back.
Harry Houdini has gifted a sub. Maybe saying sorry for being late. We'll see. 108 now on the channel for Harry, a pillar of the 90s MTG community. Thank you, Harry. Number 5 of all time. Appreciate that. All right, Vial surveilled into the trash. Roland not needing that right now. Wasteland on the Underground Sea is not bad. All right, a follow-up creature would have been pretty good.
What's the worst you're spending?
Forget that card exists.
It's a land turn. You just lose your. Well, I was paying tranquility for a while. Somebody's like.
All right, Martial Arts getting cracked here. Fetch and Shock going to 17. Watery Grave. So this comes up sometimes. These Watery Graves are not budget options in these Death Shadow decks. I mean, they're trying to reduce the life total the same way the modern deck does. Shock lands are pretty good in this deck. All right, Ponder, Bowmaster in response. No days, it resolves.
My Ponder's still on the stack. Push that.
Okay, Fatal Push with Ponder still on the stack. Christmas is in the chat. Alright, so the Ponder resolves without any Bowmaster on the battlefield. It's good news for Sam. 1/1 Orc Army for Roland and is the only creature on the battlefield, and Ponder Shuffle. Alright, Roland will cut. Good to go.
No, I did not play. You did not play. You did not play the land because you left off. And then you paid for yes, and then you still makes sense.
Take for 1.
15.
Because I played like one spell.
Backstreet's back again, Surveil.
I just. Oh my god. And now wait, you get shit every.
Yeah.
Where's my wasteland strangler when I need it? That's the one. I'll take 1. Yeah. 12. And 16.
Reanimating. Fair Macabre.
Reanimate on Fair Macabre. Sam's had his eyes on that Fair Macabre for a couple of turns now, and now it's under Sam's control. Let's see what the follow-up is. Death Shadow. All right. A 1/1 currently. Death Shadow is a creature that Roland has good tools to beat. I mean, you think about Swords to Plowshares right now. Let's assume that Sam has nothing relevant in hand for a moment. A Swords to Plowshares right now on Fair and Macabre kills both creatures because Sam would gain life and go above 13, etc. So, Harry, absolutely right. Plow can be a blowout against Death Shadow. So, as the Death Shadow pilot, you have to be careful. Yeah, as it stands right now, the fetch land does keep Sam safe from the blowout, but I'm just trying to point out that Swords to Plowshare is a pretty good card against Death Shadow decks. All right, Extraction Specialist.
Creature cannot.
Anarchy Inducer, thank you for the resub. 46 months. Holy crap. How many years is that? It's got to be like 8 years.
Yeah, go ahead. It's another
And I put one on the bottom to try because I was like, how daring am I to keep it in hand?
I had 2 Thoughtseize, yeah, so like I was gonna get it.
Oh, 9 years. My bad.
Thinking like it's too risky to keep. That's why I think it was so long.
Yeah.
Brainstorm.
All right, a brainstorm now for Sam.
So you switch from green to red?
Force pitch.
Yeah, I would. So last week I played.
All right, Force of Will on the Extraction Specialist. So it's countered.
No, I really want. So it's more like a Reanimator.
Sure. Yep.
Version of
Zero cards?
Same old deck, just minus those.
You don't want to switch to snow or you rather
Well, because like in Legacy too. Well, yeah, it's so easy to get ahead of the curve.
All right, a sword is directly targeting the Death Shadow. It dies.
Yeah, but Legacy things pop out too quick. Playing Wasteland, now I have the 2 lands in the Wasteland. I can't kill down Darcy.
Okay, attacking with the Fairy Macabre.
It's actually what beats in this neighborhood.
Good.
Everything's closing down here.
Yeah, both players have nice collections, it looks like. We've seen Roland on stream quite a bit over the years. Always rocking the Japanese foils, and Sam's collection looks awesome too. All right, here's Scarab Swarm after Roland looks through the graveyards to see what's going on, slams it.
The day it closed down, pretzel place closed down, and
I know it's
2, 3, 4.
Target myself, make 4 insects. There it is. The Scarab Swarm.
take over the business. So
Yeah.
tires,
yeah, but like the subway closed down.
Can I fly?
nobody goes to somewhere.
Kill the flag.
I don't know how they
Any
work
of these
out.
are-
Are they all flying?
Yes, they're all flying.
Oh, sorry.
Subway and Burger King. So like, how used to
This one's just the artifact. These are also artifacts.
Kill the archers.
I used to work at Subway, so
All right. Bowlmaster comes in, kills the Scarab Swarm itself.
what's that?
So now there are just 4/1/1 flying artifact, colorless insects. Fair Macabre doesn't get blocked.
Who knows when you're going to have another target for it?
No,
I haven't gotten sepsis, so I feel like I'm ahead of the game.
yeah, I mean, it is fruit, right? It's
Do you have any
products?
fruit product.
When you get wine from Wine at Rite Aid, it's not really wine. Let me grab my soda.
Attack in with all. So this is
Oh, no,
one here and one on the ground.
Swinging for 5 now. Sam thinking about blocks. Can only block the 1/1 Orc army.
Really usage again.
Segment.
I lost.
Grab a hand.
It was fun without it too.
Rest in peace.
Ooh, Urion's a hand, then casting Rest in Peace. It's pretty good. Shuts off any further reanimates. Makes Murktide sad. Cycling Street Wraith, putting lethal on Roland's board now.
Everything's on the up. You have to like bait seal against flag. Yeah. Just like not have it die to both.
Vermicop can stay behind and block, though. Your Stalactite Stalker.
My brother tells me the Mets are a train wreck.
Oh, sorry. What if I attack first?
This is in graveyard, right?
Oh, rest in peace.
Oh, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So
my attack.
does it go into the graveyard from anyone?
Okay.
If it's
Yeah.
This
so
doesn't.
I thought that.
Yeah, the Stalactite Stalker would not be able to descend here.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So it's
My brother watches
4 in
all
there,
so
or
it's
the
like
4 here.
totally
And then,
fine.
right. One's
All right, swinging for 4. Stalactite Stalker going to stay back. 1 card in hand for Sam. Monka is in the chat, everybody. Say hello to Monka.
1 card. Yep.
Even though in Spain you don't play something completely different. It's not even like an S4.
There's a Spanish national team, and I think they're made up of Latin American players that just like have a Spanish heritage.
Or the national.
All right, attacking for 5. Stalactite Stalker will trade with the Orc Army. 4 damage gets through. Sam goes down to 1.
Got it.
We knew Urion was in hand. Here it is. Not going to blink anything. Doesn't really make sense to.
What we're super known for is for having a team play on the
All right, a Brainstorm for Sam. All right, Sam scoops it up. Going to game 3.
White.
Roland says, I'm in ATL this week and weekend. Met a few friendly fans of 90s MTG at the Wasteland Gaming last night. Awesome. Awesome. Shout out to ATL. I've never been to Atlanta. Does that make me... Does that make me less cool? I'll have to make it out there sometime.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Death Shadow, yeah. He's roughly 2017 Geekery World Championship. Yep. Roughly. It was roughly 2017. We don't remember when that was.
We're at the trip, but for Wasteland requires wheels. Okay. Must crew it. Yeah, must crew a vehicle. All right, rolling fetching here.
Wait, 2017 Geekery World Champion. But you gotta say roughly 2017.
All right, there's the shadowy backstreet again.
Now they're all on a fucking zoo. I didn't fucking drink about it. What did you even start? What did you even like start to push? You didn't even own the store. That matches. What was the previous owner?
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Tap in the backstreet. Vial. Turn 2 Vial. Some people don't know what they're doing, you know?
He's not here. They haven't cleaned that area. You heard us talking about this, you'd be very upset.
Yeah, avoiding days. What a misplay.
Red's losing a lot of shit.
When you're playing these Vial decks, you know, people that have been watching the channel for a while are aware I've played my share of Vial decks. But when you don't have the Vial in your opener, then you draw it and have to play it on turn 2. It always just feels like, ugh. Crap.
Yeah, so that means then they're so that means not red green. Okay, if they made the red green one, because then you can also do
I'll make
the stretches and red green and
It's not supposed to happen.
I'm waiting for that day.
Wasteland on the back street, no respect. Attacking for 2.
it would hit Leilana Sanctity, it would hit. I mean, is there any merit to just running it with just
I'm thinking about
All right, passing turn. Maybe Roland will Surveil again. We'll see. And the Vial will get up and running. When you're playing against these decks that run counter magic, like Death Shadow, the Vial being online throughout the game can be really good. So Whether you're playing around days or not, getting that Vial on the board is, I would say, a big first step towards winning this game. Vial ticks up.
Yeah, because it's also hitting you in the face. Can't block it.
One of the most powerful cards in the Death and Taxes deck, in my opinion, is the Vial itself. Not even a creature.
He's got the Monopoly. No, I don't have Monopoly anymore.
I guess Aether Vial's not on Arena yet, huh? I know Legacy players don't really play Arena most of the time, but I just thought of that. They got to get it on there. If it is on there, I forgot.
It's not that it's on the spaceship, right? That's not
Yeah.
what it is like. Okay.
It's spreading its blade.
Come on.
I'm still waiting for it.
Free counter magic in Timeless. Force of Negation's in there, isn't it? Oh wait, no, it's not. It's a. Yeah, it's not.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Oh, and then don't forget your stickers.
Pact of Negation. Yeah, that's true. It is in there.
And 3 decks. Your deck, your attractions, and then your stickers.
Yep.
And then you just go to your creator.
Be careful, so you know, like, oh.
Oh, I'm dead.
4 and 1.
And then transform sideboard
There's
into.
a chance you get the bird.
There is a chance. Slight chance.
David, you lost?
Pact of Negation's a lousy Force of Negation, that's for sure. Cool card, though. Surveil lands have made their impact. If you're watching closely, Roland has had 2 of these shadowy backstreets in the deck. Pretty cool. Great new addition to Legacy, in my opinion, these Surveil lands. I love it. Legacy mana bases can be so boring compared to Modern and Pioneer. At least for me. All right, Troll of Khazad-dûm getting swamp cycled. The Troll of Khazad-dûm and the land cyclers of Lord of the Rings also made a great impact on the format. Obviously, only the blue and black ones see a lot of play in Legacy. What's your commander, Crinky?
Something not too many people are playing lines anymore. So it's like sound great stuff.
All right, a Ponder. Activating Violent Response. Bowmaster.
Sorry, that's what I was again. I'll kill him.
So there's like.
All right, Bowmaster, your Bowmaster. Oh, Edgar Markov, that's right. All right, Fatal Push on the Bowmaster before Ponder resolves. That makes sense.
Right? Like, I
You still jam it. You still jam it, but like.
You're always just always.
yeah, you gotta go no fear. That's kind of like.
No, you're absolutely right. You still, yeah, but. Sometimes you know, your boss is enough.
Think here.
I might switch back. That might be like very strong.
No, I think you just got jammed.
That's alright.
Drop a third.
Jam Turbo. Did Bear Mama?
Am I coming?
Yeah, most.
I'll do this one.
Roland says Surveil lands great for Legacy. Think it lowers the barrier for entry. That's a good point. Making less duels necessary to build something that's considered optimal. Yeah, I haven't really looked at how much it's affected the price of an average deck, but that seems to be the case. Drop a duel, add a Surveil land. I dig it.
I got lightning axes for those.
I will pass over to you.
One.
All right, Mother of Runes. Vial is now on 3.
Well, no, I literally asked you.
Roland says drop the 3rd scrub land for the 2nd shadowy backstreet. All right, Snuff Out on the Mother Runes will resolve. There's a chance Roland would have had a Flicker Wisp to Vial in there or something, but Snuff Out went through.
Sun's out, guns out.
Got that right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I might have a construct on yours.
All right, Death Shadow.
Roller is also
Currently a 5/5, an EOT, Vialing in, Recruiter of the Guard.
And try to get there for it. Waiting to get through.
What is Roland going to search for this time? Is it going to be Scarab Swarm again? I saw Roland peeking at the graveyard.
Go over here to get a check.
It will be.
Why? So it's getting pulled out. Something. He's like, yeah, man, we're gonna have to check those guns. I'm like,
Hamadine is in the chat. Says Shock Surveils make for a solid land base for Legacy. Great if you can't afford duels. Yeah, that makes sense.
fucking got me. He knows how hard.
Did he really?
He knows. He was shooting like. Oh, he told me. Yeah, he got me. He had big smiles.
I'm hoping for the next dual land that breaks into Legacy. I think cards like the Surveil lands are just great for this format.
Right? Like, and why not? What are you gonna do? Like,
Yeah, Roland's saying temporarily opens up the opportunity to borrow. Yeah, maybe some dual lands getting freed up. People can lend each other some duels as well. All right, Recruiter of the Guard getting vialed in here.
But you know what's really fun? The fear.
I thought the vial. I guess it didn't tick up. Obviously, it didn't tick up. So, recruiter stuff happening. It seems.
I mean, I never personally liked flying, but I don't want to take a plane ride. So when I go to Chicago, I'm actually taking a train out there.
Oh shit.
It'll take like 18 hours.
I'm not sure of the timing of this dress down.
You know what? I've taken Amtrak a few times now. It's not bad.
All right, so I've done like the short ones. I've done like DCF and Boston, like 5 hours, 4 hours, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have like a whole day. I'll be going on and playing fucking Steam Deck. I'll do a little
Yeah, that didn't work the way it should have. I'm not sure if Roland didn't ask if there was a response to Vial being activated, but if Dress Down comes in response to Vial, you just don't put anything in, potentially, and hold off. There's no reason to blank the Recruiter. And if you Dress Down in response to the Recruiter's ability on the stack, you still get the Recruiter ability, whether they like it or not. So that was actually done incorrectly. All right, here's a Ponder for Sam.
Creature, artifact, enchantment. 22.
But maybe there was some miscommunication there of some kind. I didn't hear what the players said. And it looks like that Vial was activated with Vial was activated with the Vial charge counter trigger on the stack. So after Recruiter came in, it was ticked up to 4. Canoptic Scarab Swarm is in Roland's hand. Yurion's still in the companion zone for now.
Oh yeah.
I took a train down.
It's not a red spell.
Yeah.
Reanimate your mother runes.
Okay, Reanimate on Mother Runes.
Chinatown buses or those like.
Megabus. So I take the Megabus. Hold on, I take the Megabus to Philly, and it's $8.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's all good, Roland. But something to take note of if you're watching. Dress Down in response to a Vial, they usually situational, I guess, won't put a card in. You don't have to put a card in off Vial. And they'll just wait till the Dress Down goes away and put in whatever they wanted to put in, potentially. And if you wait until something gets put into play with Vial, put on the battlefield, and then cast Dress Down, it doesn't affect any ETB ability of the creature put on the battlefield. But it could affect stuff like, I don't know, I guess if you are playing against goblins and they put Goblin King into play, then you Dress Down with Vial. That kind of a thing. All right, here's Scarab Swarm.
Target.
With the trigger on the stack, then Vial ticking up to 5. Targeting himself with the Scarab Swarm. And let's see how many. 4 insects.
I will not block. So I'm gonna
2, 3.
Sometimes when you're playing with Vial too, one of my favorite things to do is to just pump fake. I have the Vial's on 3. I have no 3s in hand, and I'll just activate Vial at a time in the game where it could look like something I'm about to do matters. All right, Daze on Flicker Wisp. And then my opponent will like cast Dress Down in response or something like that, or stifle the Vial ability, or make some play, and I have nothing to put in anyway, and that's just the best.
That was Madison Square Garden.
Remember 10 Bret Hart lost the title.
You know, my opponent, like I have a Vial on 2, my opponent casts Brainstorm, I'll activate Vial, my opponent will cast Dress Down, and I'll be like, okay, I'll put in nothing. And I didn't have a Bowmaster, I didn't have a 2. That's kind of the power of Vial in a way right there.
Sorry.
Probably over-explaining at this point. I think everybody gets it.
And, sorry, I'm not a football fan, but their chant is just spelling out.
Vial's so good.
So Philadelphia fans are probably the most degenerate of all the sporting fans. They have to grease the lampposts because these motherfuckers.
All right, Death Shadow is now a 7/7. Looks like it's preparing to attack. It's attacking.
They can spell. And he's like,
Jump blocking with an insect. 3 insects left for Roland.
I haven't heard about
this.
14.
No, the whole rant. And I still got 7 more minutes.
Yeah, that's the rant. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a New York-Philadelphia rivalry in sports conversation going on in the background.
They'll recruit me back and that'll just be gripping. But no. I go to Boston and make finals.
I gotta be careful, Boston. From the Bronx.
I grew up, so I don't know how many baseball fans we have watching, but I grew up watching the New York Mets. I was a baseball fan growing up, and the Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. When I was a kid, I was like, screw Philly, screw Atlanta, they suck. Those cities suck. Now I don't really care. All right, Brainstorm here for Sam. It's going to resolve. And the Fist Bump at 3 life, getting attacked by the insects, ends the game. GG's.